So while Chapter 8 focused on video content, Chapter 9 really talks about marketing on photo sharing sites and still images and how they can be used as a marketing tool for companies to interact with their customers. And as your textbook tells us, photo sharing is often overlooked as an outlet for social media marketing. But photo sharing is actually experiencing an unprecedented growth surge right now. Over the last 3 years, I would say, we've seen really these social platforms focusing on photos starting to take off and grow, especially among the millennial demographic. So why photos? Well, customers respond to visual images, just like we talked about in Chapter 8. They find that media content is more engaging than text content. And we're going to discuss images as content in this chapter through the lens of two social networking platforms, Instagram and Snapchat. But there are other image sharing platforms out there that these same types of rules and best practices would apply to. So photo sharing has become such a huge part of social media that Facebook actually purchased Instagram in 2012 for what ended up being $715 million. So they purchased it in 2012 for $715 million. This year, 2016, Instagram is expected to bring in $1.6 billion in revenue. So was it worth it? I would think so. So photo and images encourage us to share and interact with others, which is the exact definition of engagement. We learned way back in Module 3 that images do lead to higher engagement rates on social networking platforms. So from Instagram to Snapchat to Facebook, right? People and Twitter, people are using images more and more. And before Instagram, Pinterest, and Snapchat were launched, photo sharing started with what we call image hosting sites way back in 1995. An image hosting site is a place where users can store their pictures online. They can also look at and print pictures from these sites. So basically, they were digital photo albums. And you're probably familiar with Flickr and Shutterfly and Photobucket, which are three of the largest image hosting sites still in operation today. All of these sites, however, have had to evolve from image hosting sites to image sharing sites, which is really what propelled them into the social media category in the early 2000s. Because in the early 2000s, people started wanting a way to not only store their photos online, but to share their photos online. So that photo sharing started on Flickr and Shutterfly and Photobucket, with people being able to give their friends and family access to some of these online digital photo albums. Well, in 2010, Instagram was launched and very quickly became the photo sharing site used most by brands and marketers. Instagram actually just started launching sponsored posts in November of 2013, which we're going to talk about in more detail in Module 6, but we're going to talk about it here in a form of organic marketing and how marketers are using it just like you and I would, which is to take pictures and videos and share them either publicly or privately on the app, and also through a variety of other social networking platforms. One of the great things about Instagram is that you can directly from the site link it to just about any other social networking platform that you want to. Today, Instagram has over 400 million active users, and over 80 million photos are being uploaded daily to the website. So you can see it's a very prominent site. The demographic use focuses mostly on millennials, but there are some Gen Xers and older generations also turning to this site. You're going to jump off now and go into Hootsuite, SCMD 121, and you're going to watch an introduction video to Instagram. It's about 2.5 minutes long, and it's going to introduce how Instagram is used by marketers. And then we'll jump back into Chapter 9, Part 2, and really focus on Instagram as a marketing tool and content for Instagram.